I wanted Brit to know that she is supported, and I recommended Paris to her. I thought it would be a fun little situation.
Okay, now we got drama. I mean, these are the same two. They came out in the same pink outfit at my birthday party, looking like Ren and Stimpy.
They're like the fake freaking frack.
If they not damn best friends, who is?
Everybody, just calm down.
Girl, just calm down.
There's a lot of buzz around that show. I actually enjoy it.
Gen Z.
Just Gen Z.
Next gen, girl. Both of you.
Well,
Gen,
whatever that
Gen X,
generation is.
Gen Z.
Yeah, whatever that generation is.
The Gen X are our parents, and Gen Z is younger than us.
Yeah, well, the ones that ain't millennials.
Right. No, but I feel like there's about to be a little bit of some racial tension on there with Riley, because there's a preview on there where the guy Charlie says some shit like, you were basically being all, aggressive with that little girl, basically saying this big black woman is essentially being mean to this lily white girl. And Riley bucks up in his preview. I'm really excited to see how that
I'm enjoying
out.
the show.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's actually really good.
It's
right?
actually really cute. It's cute.
But anywho, it's Monday, guys. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day been?
Ooh.
Or week, or I guess weekend, whatever, child.
A struggle.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
No. Honestly, still here. Just very honestly, you know what this weekend showed me is that nothing shocks me.
Oh.
That is all I will say. Like I cannot be surprised by anything I see nor hear in 2025 and beyond.
Oh, that's fair.
I actually almost can't believe it, but it is possible.
Okay. I can see that. I mean, I keep saying to myself, and I know this is not the place for this. It's for My Brother's Ballad on YouTube if you'd love to subscribe for any political takes. I feel like even like with this podcast, it just feels like everything is like coming together. What you wanted for yourself in your 20s, which in my mind is very rare for that thing to happen.
Fair.
And it's like I feel like a lot of things are coming together in the right way for me. In the right way for us. I feel like I can speak for y'all. I know enough about my life that I feel like the things are coming together. I like to call it the Nini of it all. It doesn't happen in your 20s. It starts to happen like in your, when you're going into your late 30s. And I'm like, now if we go to war with Iran, I don't have time. I just don't. Like life is too good. Like we don't need to do that.
Yeah,
don't World War III. Please call your senators.
Call your senators. No,
Right.
honestly, no. And we will, honestly, we need to put something at the bottom of the screen, please.
Right. Legitimately, I don't have time. I don't want to worry about bombs going, like, it's just too much. But as far as my weekend, I actually did do something. I went to a concert yesterday. I went to go see Banks. It was phenomenal. I met some people and exchanged numbers.
You've been so friendly lately.
Yeah.
Very friendly.
You know what it was? I was wearing my my American Eagle Pride collection t-shirt. So I feel like when you put a little gay on the black, it lessens the aggressive-ness in my face, I think. They
Absolutely.
like, he's a queer. He'll be okay to talk to.
Yeah,
won't
it's
be
giving
mean today.
cunty.
Yeah. So the concert was amazing. Like I said, met some people, had just a really good time.
Good for
and
you.
shout out to Jeep Cherokees having the anti-collision. Girl, I don't know what was going on with me. I was literally watching the screen and I was backing up and literally almost backed into a Cybertruck and my car stopped me. It was done if it had my car not stopped me. I don't know what I was going through.
And shout out to Jeep is crazy, but also Jeep, if you want to advertise in any way, please,
please do.
The link.
Collabs at ejcdpodcast.com. But anywho, let's get into the lovely episode. We've been talking for a while, but I might as well just say it. Welcome to the Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. I am your boy Poe Theory.
I'm exhausted. I'm Jared.
Yeah, I'm Danielle. Hey guys.
Yes, and we are here to review Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16, episode 15. I will say this was just a really good episode. If you could make a Housewives episode of soup, I feel like they had all the right ingredients for this episode.
Yeah, like chef's kiss.
I'm struggling this episode to even figure out who I want to calm down.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's going to be someone on the cast. I don't know. But anywho, go ahead. What were you going to say, Danielle?
I'm screaming at maybe not somebody in the cast because I also was actually out. I was gonna outsource on who I was thinking.
Right.
I don't know if it's the tongues, the oil, the sun. There was a lot going on. There's a lot to unpack in this episode. But I will agree, this was a very entertaining episode. But it also shed some light on a lot of things that we thought we may have seen or we said in the beginning, but it actually is coming out now.
Facts. We start the episode off with Angela and Drew getting together, and essentially before they got together, there was like a little montage of everything that happened the night before, very similar to like Portia's birthday party where the cameras were down and the girls were lit. It looked like it was, like a really great time. One thing I do want to ask the lady on the panel, what is it about when women get together and they get drunk, they become so
like lesbianic?
Yes. Like, that don't even happen with gay boys. Like we don't get like I don't get that. Like why? What is that?
As a girl who's also kissed a couple girls in my lifetime, listen.
Oh, you sure you
I have
on camera?
Listen,
okay.
Well,
you were smart enough to put it on camera.
Listen, it's fine. I mean, it was eons ago. I don't know what it is. Everyone's so friendly because girls, you have to think about it. Let's be real. If you're the type of girl who can give other girls compliments and you're a carefree kind of person, not every girl is like that. And you're like, oh my God, I love her boobs. Oh, she has such a fatty. Oh, her hair's so long. Oh, she's so pretty. And then once you start drinking, all that just kind of comes. I don't know what it is. I don't know how many events I've been to where I've been in a situation with a girl, but I'm actually not a lesbian at all. I mean, love is love. Shout out to all my bros and all my lipstick lesbians out there. But I don't know what it is.
Sure, Jan. Anywho,
why did she shout out specifically only the lipstick lesbians?
Well, she said the bros. She said the bros.
Oh, okay.
The bros that's the nice word. That's the nice way instead of what we normally call
what I would normally say.
Oh my God, more blimping out. Okay. But anywho, Angela and Drew get together recapping the night, and Angela says she can't look at Drew in any serious moments because when Brit was having her little moment, Drew said, well, I mean, what did I do? I mean, I'm just realizing that I'm not the only actress in the crew. And it just took me out because they did say that in the after show, not this after show, but the last episode's after show. And I thought they were just talking like that on the after show. Come to find out, they actually were talking about that in the actual episode. That took me out. Go ahead.
First of all, can I just say I really enjoyed the cameraman going back to that night and zooming in on Angela, looking at Drew and busting out like this. Because honestly, Angela was all of us in that moment. Honestly, if the three of us were in that room and we saw that girl do them fake tears and the camera actually went to us, would have been like, well, what is this? I'd had to laugh too. I was like, that was honestly I was like, oh, y'all starting off like this? I was actually in tears.
Yeah, and then I thought, because I actually cracked up at Drew's face too that last episode because I caught it.
No, it was a mess. I can't believe this is the second episode in a row that I am a fan of Drew. Second episode in a row. Like, it's making me almost to be like, okay, was I too hard on this girl? I don't know. But then I'm like, well, let me watch the first part. Look, let me watch the first part again, and I'll be like, nope, I was correct. This will then continue to be a theme throughout the episode. Normally when things like this happen, it tends to bother me, but I actually enjoy how they did this. This was the first part that came up when they were talking about the whole the whole spat between Brit and Shamea, and they started to bring up how Kelli, who which is really interesting to me, they all recognize that Kelli has like a sniper from the side type of personality where she doesn't fight her own battles, but she's quick to jump in on somebody else's battles. And they were kind of glad that Kelli kind of wasn't here for Brit in that way.
Bestie.
Right. I will say, actually, I'll say that for later because it comes up a couple times, so I'll save it for the last time it comes up. But, and, you know, they were just gagged by that, and they were like, you know, trying to figure out, well, I wonder what's going on, or whatever the case may be. And so then we move over to Shamea and her mom. She's on FaceTime. Mom is basically like kind of like updating her on what happened, giving her the full rundown. And of course, you know, Shamea gets emotional in her confessional. One thing I will say, what it sounded like to me, it did not sound like the nurse was being intentionally negligent or had the air so cold for her benefit. Because when she said that she was like, you know, had a blanket and everything on and all this stuff, it sounded like the nurse may not have known in a 10,000, 15,000 square foot home where the hell their thermostat is. Like, maybe she didn't figure out or find it where it was. Now, don't get me wrong. She still could have covered up the baby. And if you got all these blankets and stuff on, you still could have done that. But it to me, it just didn't sound, last episode, it sounded negligent. Well, not covering the baby is negligent, but it sounded intentional last episode. Now getting a little bit more information, I'm like, still not a nurse that I would want taking care of my child.
No.
But it didn't feel like, let's go find this girl. We got to da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I disagree completely, honey. When Mama Morton said she went in, child, and the baby ain't had nothing on, and she was bundled up with the hat on and a blanket. Now, why the hell are you bundled up and my baby isn't? Knowing you're actually the nurse, so you get paid to know what Shiloh is, what her needs are specifically, right? So you not knowing where the thermostat is, you not knowing where her blankets are and what temperature is appropriate enough for her to be in, that's actually not acceptable because that's what you get paid for. And the fact that you were sitting up there with a hat and all bundled up and my baby is sitting there freezing, and I believe Mama Morton, she said it took an hour to warm the baby up. It took a damn hour. She ain't lying.
Yeah. No, I completely agree because my thing is too, like, it doesn't take a fucking nurse to know that a baby needs to be covered up. Like, that's damn near common sense.
Yes.
Especially if you're sitting there freezing. Like, it just didn't make any sense that the baby wasn't covered up or had on no socks or whatever the case may be.
That's what I'm saying, Jared. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me that if you sit, like I said, if Mama Morton, honestly, this week.
The hell?
Since you want to wear your Ivy Park, I'm gonna wear mine, ho. I'm just looking at it. I just see a little line popping like that.
This is what happened when they start stealing. They want to steal. They want to steal your whole team. They want to steal your looks. They want to steal your man, honey. They want to steal everything about you. Listen. What, you want to steal my face next?
No, this one sits. This one sits. I'm okay with it.
Oh, because it'll be. You want Coco and Chanel next?
Oh, she's got hers. Don't worry. I'm kidding. but
yeah,
go ahead.
But to the point, no, it was not acceptable. It just really wasn't. And I think Mama Morton, it's the opposite of what you're saying, Aaron. When Mama Morton said her piece, it actually made it worse.
Okay, fair enough. All right, fair enough. All right, fair enough. And so then we move over to Cynthia, Portia, and Phaedra. I must say,
love it.
Favorite scene of the episode. This felt so good. It felt like those moments where the girls that are normally at odds that we've always wanted to be friends, and they finally get in a scene. Perfect example. Anytime Nene and Candy got along, it just made me so happy.
It was good TV.
It just felt good. Like, finally, God, if y'all would just stop beefing or like stop having these weird issues with each other, y'all be a great duo.
Absolutely.
Again, Cynthia, Portia, and Phaedra, they get together in the room, and I must say that hat Portia had, sweets.
Everything.
Oh my God.
I've actually been trying to find out who it's by. I thought it was.
I can send it to you. No, I can send it to you. I know that I don't know him, but we've communicated. He's a Mexican designer, and he makes all these huge floppy hats.
You know I love a big hat.
Yeah, like
Love
this
a
is
big hat.
I want to say they retail like 300 if I'm not
Not
mistaken. They're
bad.
not crazy. They're not crazy for that type of hat.
I paid more for less.
Yeah.
Send it to me. It has everything.
But when Phaedra comes walking in the room, I was like, I don't think I've ever felt so seen on a show in my life. When Phaedra says, "Child, I couldn't even figure out how to work the TV. You know, I need my true crime because I love to hear murder going to sleep. You know, that's me. I go to sleep. I'm either going to sleep to Golden Girls, Girlfriends, or Dateline. Like those are my three. Those are my three. Like I love that. I felt so seen.
She said, "Child, I came in with some tea."
Right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
she comes in with that tea or whatever. And apparently Brit tells Phaedra that Kelli doesn't want her using the same Glam squad. And again, I'm it's really starting to bother me how much I'm being on Brit's side. I don't like this. It's really bothering me. Like y'all making her look. I mean, y'all are being bullies to her at this point. Like, why can't what are you doing? But whatever. She doesn't want her using the same
We
Glam
saw this
squad.
happening, though. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this happening in the
Y'all
beginning.
saw this happening?
Yes. We saw this happening when she first
As soon as they
introduced
mentioned it in
her.
Nashville.
Yes. And literally they came out, what they say, coming out looking like Ren and Stimpy. Now,
But who
with
said that?
when they came walking holding hands,
In the
was it
red.
Bush or Phaedra?
No, yeah, but y'all said y'all saw it coming. But I'm
saying I saw it coming as far as the borrowing of the Glam Squad, because Kelli was so adamant on, this is my Glam Squad, this is my security, this is my publicist, this is my stylist, this is this. I have an entire team around me. So she's always put emphasis on having the team. And she said in the beginning, I let Brit borrow my people. And the way she said it was like a person, again, if that was truly your friend or a person who was not disingenuine, wouldn't have been like, oh, I'm letting her borrow until she gets her feet off the ground, until she's built her own team. You know
Well,
that
no,
girl ain't building no damn team.
See, I didn't get it from that. I thought that she was doing that as a kind gesture. I'm lending you my team because of everything you just went through.
It started off as, I want to be seen that way, but girl, you can't have them. I let you borrow them for a couple of events. That, again, y'all not really best friends, so that's where this is coming from.
Right.
Okay, so quick flash round question, real quick. Who do you think, as of right now, who you think's wrong in this situation? Is it Kelli or Brit that's wrong to y'all? No explanation, because we're gonna get into it a little deeper, but just Kelli or Brit's wrong. Kelli, okay.
I mean, the thing about it is, again, I don't even think it's a wrong situation at this point. Like, I feel bad for Brit. Now, I do feel bad for Brit.
So Kelli's wrong.
Kelli is wrong. Kelli is wrong. But again, there was a bad communication there.
Flash question. Just you gotta give me a name, girl.
It's fine. Whatever. Don't upset me.
She's just going on and on.
Don't upset me.
And on.
It's like a dog with a bone.
But Portia clocks how quiet Kelli was when Brit was getting into it with Shamia, and she says she normally backs up Brit, but she was extremely quiet. And they start talking about like Brit's inverted nipple. Now, this was like the funniest part to me, because when they started talking about Cynthia's inverted that has a hood, and they said it was like the KKK. And Portia had the nerve to say that her is being racially profiled. Oh, I was dying.
No,
like
that wasn't really funny.
Like that was just, it was just such a smart, like how they were playing off of each other, like those like that banter. It was just such a good, smart back and forth. Like, it was just great. I really enjoyed that. But so then we move over to Kelli and Brit, and again, they jump in, they reviewing the night or whatever the case may be, and then Kelli then turns it over to talking about her divorce proceedings and about to go into these meetings or whatever, and she starts to get very emotional about her life, and whatever, and then Brit kind of turns it back over to everything that happened last night, and Brit says she kind of has mixed emotions about what happened. And then Brit in her confessional says that she looked at Kelli as a sister. And when she said that, Brit, knowing your relationship with your sister is not really not a great benchmark for how close you are with someone. Hell, I'd rather you be an enemy if that's how you treat your sisters, but call me crazy.
Okay.
That whole conversation was dry. Did you guys not see that?
I actually have a completely different viewpoint on that
You
conversation.
thought it was dry? I didn't think it was dry. First of all,
go off. I think you're about to say what I was thinking.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say Kelli looks so much better with her glam down back. Like,
yeah,
she might just need to let Brittany keep the glam squad. Yeah,
you've been saying that.
Yeah, I think she's so much prettier.
You said it when she got out the car. But go ahead, Jared.
But I actually thought Brit did a good job expressing herself and explaining how she felt, and it was very like non-combative. Like she just kind of just talked about it, explained it, etc. Like I was actually shocked.
No,
the
agreed.
Most human. The most human, the most normal, the most succinct, the most articulate, the most direct. It was like, who?
Yeah.
Which goes to show, honestly, what it's telling me is, you really like Kelli.
Yeah, I got that vibe.
There was a real bond there. Like, she came in there like, it was almost as if she came in there like, bitch, you my friend.
Yeah,
like, please, like,
but
don't
that's what I'm
do
saying.
this to
I'm
me.
saying I thought Kelli was dry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Got
Okay,
you said the conversation was dry for her. Okay.
I mean, conversation being dry. I meant from when she started explaining, like, her trying to go into her divorce, but then when Brit was trying to explain herself on the friendship side, was like corny to me. So I just didn't like Kelli's energy that whole conversation. I really did. And I was trying to figure out if was it because she was talking about the divorce, and I'm like, nah, it's not. It's not.
No.
She's being funny towards that girl.
No, no, I don't think she's being funny towards the girl. You know what I think it is? Is what we've been saying these past couple episodes. She can't take direct.
She can't take a direct hit.
She can't take a direct hit. It's like I'm cool with being the what about that baby though? But like anything direct, because look what happens what was she doing? She went to go see Angela's house. And like, I know, I just want to apologize. Or the next word, good morning. Like she can't do
one-on-one. She's not a one-on-one girl.
Exactly. She's not that girl. And so even though it's like, but at that time, like the way Brit was like in that conversation, like I feel like Brit handled herself so well in that. But Brit says, Brit tells Kelli that she thinks it's deeper than the donation. And Kelli says it's literally just about the donation. And then Kelli brings up the whole BBL situation. And I thought that was a really interesting way how she positioned that conversation, because I didn't think that she was bringing up the BBL situation in the way that she ended up doing it.
You thought she was bringing it up as far as for the money purposes, right? I was saying on the expenses, because that's what I was getting. I was like, are you bringing it up for expenses?
No, but that's how she did bring it up. In my opinion, I thought she was going to say I thought she was making it seem like, well, you're lying. Like you actually didn't really do that.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That is fair. She could have said.
But in the way that she brought it up was to say your values are misaligned.
Right.
This is fair.
You are flexing about sending your alleged like your alleged scam insurance team, and you think that's a big deal to talk about, but you just gonna send $250 over here. Like your priorities are off. And I was like, wow,
3
Kelli?
paper towels. She sent the paper towels too.
Right. We can't forget the paper towels. But I thought that was like, okay, Kelli, like, because I was with Kelli on that. And it made me think, again, when you don't stand on business from the Kelli perspective, this is what happens. Because now everybody's, even though Kelli, you do have a great point, we still looking at you weird because you could have had that conversation with your girl.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Even Brit said, yeah, you're in the process of getting to know Shamia. And in that process of getting to know Shamia, you could have let me know that Shamia felt this way past the conversation that me and Shamia had at Houston's.
But this goes to my point on what I said. This is how you know the girls don't be real friends. Because if you cannot truly have a real conversation about anything regarding anything, general, behind closed doors, whatever it is, with your actual friend, y'all aren't friends. What do you mean you're uncomfortable? That's your friend. That's a confidant.
I disagree with that.
What?
I disagree with that only because I used to be that person.
What are you talking about?
I knew I was that, and I knew I was a friend to these people. Like I told you, I had an issue with holding people accountable. If I felt a certain type of way, I wouldn't say it because I felt like if I did say it, then we wouldn't be friends anymore. And then that whole thing, it doesn't mean that.
And are you cool with the birds who you tried to hold accountable with now?
Yeah. You're a messy, but anywho, you are so. I guess I sprayed your tea, telling you don't control your man. So I just should try to spray my tea today. Okay.
Go commercial.
Damn it! I just started this whole thing. I'm sorry, but I do want to give a quick little shout out to my little second little mama that I had growing up. My best friend from high school. I just found out her mom watches this podcast. So hey, Juan. Her name is Wanda, but we call her Juan.
Hey, Juan.
Hey, Juan.
Hey. Also random too. Shout out to all the people that are commenting and on all forms of on social media platforms,
yes.
YouTube, TikTok. Y'all be going off. Y'all are actually really funny. Like y'all think we're funny. You guys are really funny.
Let's not forget Jared's the misogynist.
No, I'm anti-black.
Oh, you're anti-black.
I'm the misogynist.
Yeah.
You're the misogynist. There we go.
Well, and then that's my girl where I got my shirt from last week. I only do black lux. It is justbritney.com. She's a black-owned brand in Atlanta.
Go off.
There you go.
But anywho, where we at?
Random, but yeah.
No, sorry. Oh, wow, Kelli was in person. Wait, wow, Brit actually was. Oh, that and kind of just piggybacking off of what Jared had said, even though it was a while back, but saying that I agree with you. In my notes, I literally wrote, wow, Brit actually was a real person in the scene when she clocks that Kelli used. Oh, that was really, I thought this is where Brit got my heart when she says, I feel like that you hide behind your team. Like you have this and you have that. And I want you to know that just being Kelli is enough. I said,
yeah.
Brit, there is some deepness in there. Okay.
Yeah. Nah, she was a real person.
But Brit ultimately just tells her that she would like to give Kelli she would like for Kelli to give her a heads up if something is brewing instead of just letting her walk into it blindly. And Kelli just basically agrees. And so then we move over to I guess later in the day, everyone is at the pool. The girls are getting together around the pool. The two lap dogs come out matching.
Twin, where have you been?
Nobody sits on a lap like I do. I ain't gonna lie though, they look good though. That print was everything. Good. You know, I love a print.
No, that print was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Couple different type of
but
prints,
I think honestly, I don't believe in it. I don't like that matchy stuff. That I'm a firm believer that I can't stand matchy anything. It's actually disgusting if you're not childhood twins.
Let me take my park off, child.
Oh my god. Well, we're not matching, sweetie. No, we're wearing the same brand.
It's from the same line. It's from the same line.
It's from the same line, but we're not, sweetie. You're not in a bustier. You don't have this is not giving. You can put your sheer on.
Okay, girl, whatever.
That was another dig.
Nah, I was getting hot though. I was getting hot. But Angela took me out saying, when Brit sees this, she's gonna be pissed. I was like, Angela is just one of the things I will say about this particular cast. I'm realizing that it's not just a Drew thing. When the group is on the screen, they do have a way of making me not miss anyone that is on the cast. And then when the person that is missing pops up, I'm like, oh, I forgot about them. But when they pop in, like how Angela just did, it was like quick and impactful. And I was like, oh, okay. I enjoyed that little moment. When Drew came out, that was a true testament to show where the girls' energy was. Because when Drew came out, the way that she interacted with everyone and how Portia interacted with her, the little side conversation that Drew, Shamia, and Kelli had about the reset and refresh and stuff like that, I'm realizing that Drew is a person that just smiles when she talks. And so where I thought that she was being like the type of person, like being kind of like conniving or like, underhanded, that's just how she talks. Oh my god, am I becoming a Drew fan? Like this is just
no. I
it's a
mean,
lot.
the thing about this whole thing and their interactions, almost the whole episode too, that I enjoyed is like it just seemed very authentic. Like I literally felt like I was watching Girls on the Trip. It's like they weren't even acting like cameras were there. Like they were just doing their thing.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
almost like you're watching like a YouTube. I don't know if you ever watched like a day in the life, like those YouTube creators that like vlog their trip. That's what it felt like we were watching.
Yeah.
Like it just they really let loose. I really enjoyed that.
They enjoyed Grenada Child. They turned Grenada out.
They really did. What did kind of gag me though is that like they were all out there talking like that, and then I can't remember who said it was like, "Well, where's Brit?" And everybody was like, "Oh yeah, where is Brit?" But let me tell you something. When Mr. Fine Man from the phone came through,
Mr. Grenadian,
the bow-legged man.
Let me tell you something. That cameraman knew what he was doing when he watched that man. All we got was a silhouette of them bow-legged legs walking through that little archway when he was leaving.
And they flashed back to that 3 times. Like we watched him walk all the way out.
They knew what they were doing.
But it took me out because yes, he was even more fine in person. But Phaedra being Phaedra, she said, "Oh, I don't shake hands.
I'm a hugger.
I need you to
embrace this.
Yeah, I need to embrace this." And I just thought he was like them island men. You know, we tend to, at least for me, I tend to think, you know, they would be like more on the aggressive side or whatever it may be. But they've been very bashful and like interacting with them. But then I think when you are
not at the Jaja.
Jab.
Go ahead.
That scared me. I'm gonna say, and I don't even want to skip a part to that part. I don't even want to talk. That jab scared me.
But we find out that when Phaedra hugs him, she said he smelled like a bit of heaven, and I was like, oh, I want to see what that smells like.
Yeah, they hit like a brown skin Apollo.
In a weirdest way, there were some features it was the shaved head. It wasn't not the same person. I know what you're saying. Not the same.
The shaved head. Where you get a shaved head? Who got a shaved head?
The shape of the head.
The shape of the head. The silhouette of the body, because he actually worked out. He had a really firm behind. He was a very good looking man.
I
kept getting Indian.
I just needed to see him without the shades, though. He never took the shades off, right?
He never took the shades off.
You know, that could change the whole story.
Because what's going on with your eye?
Yeah.
Did he have shades on that FaceTime call?
I don't remember.
I'll have to circle back now.
Yeah, we might have to circle back on that. But Brit comes out, and I feel bad for her because I didn't understand that outfit. But then also, did you kind of catch like people? It was like they were kind of like, even Cynthia was looking like, I don't really know what to say or how to do it. Like their energy seemed weird when she came out. Fair, yeah, fair.
When you get it, so yeah.
I don't know if y'all clocked this when Kelli introduced Mr. Fine Guy. She said, "This is Randall, the Minister of Tourism." That was it. But when she introduced Randall to Brit, she says, "This is Randall, the one that had us facilitate the donations." I feel like she was being shady there. Like you were being shady. Like this is just another way to keep the donation debacle
alive. Yeah, keep everybody's just keep it moving. Yeah.
And I think Brit clocked it. I don't know if it was editing that made it seem like she clocked it, but it looked like she clocked it on her face. Like, here this bitch going in. Like,
so strange.
It's not strange.
No, it's not.
Like, I'm learning about Kelli. It's not giving strange to me. She might be like one of the people that just can't manage multiple friends, and it's like instead of just kind of like moving, not even playing the line, but just like moving in the way that she need to move. She just rather just cut them. Like I just gotta be mean to one.
She has to jump on one. She's jumping onto what's hot.
Yeah, right. And Shamia is not hot.
Oh, she annoyed me this episode.
Real bad. Well, I guess you guys know who you need to calm down to. But he was about to leave. In a way, everybody made sure they heard that man.
They made sure.
She jumped up like.
Listen, there's somebody in Atlanta. Where is the men at in Atlanta? Because these girls was in heat this whole trip.
Well, I think it's the celebrity of it all. Like these girls just can't talk to anybody, and I think
that's fair.
Like I think like, when they're on vacation, it's just easy. Like even like someone like me, not saying I'm a celebrity. I'm just saying in terms of going on vacation. No, I'm just saying just going on vacation.
Right.
You tend to be more flirtier and fun on vacation because you just leaving. You never gonna see them again. So
exactly.
That's that freedom that they
like
feel
these
like
people don't know me. I don't know
they
them.
Don't know me.
I'm never gonna see you again.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's fair. Okay.
But we find out that Kelli and Drew have the same anniversary date, and Phaedra says, "Well, that isn't good." Portia gonna say, "Well, it don't really matter because they in the same boat."
Well, because girl,
it was
the
so true.
Is irrelevant now.
Right, it was so true, but so funny. Like everybody, like Angela was dying. I don't know if y'all saw Angela, but I heard Angela was dying.
Well, because first of all, they both are going through some terrible as far as divorces. So the fact that y'all got married and then like with a year apart too, because they're celebrating their 10. One is celebrating the 10-year, and the other one just passed 10 years. So the fact that y'all was in a year in advance, I wish y'all could have talked to each other 11 years ago, so we could have avoided this. This is bad.
But Portia, Shamia, and Kelli leave, and that's when Angela asks Brit how she felt about everything, and she basically just lets them know, like, I did kind of feel a certain type of way, but me and Kelli talked, and everything's good. And then all of a sudden, Portia comes out, and I thought that of all the times that Shamia should have thought that Portia was a real friend, this was it. Because let me be the first to tell you, I don't, no shade. I don't care what the going on in your family. I'm not giving you my look. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I've never done it. What?
I just would never. Like, especially when you put that together. Like, I'm not giving you my look.
It is a statement piece to top it off, girl.
But again, I'm gonna be real with you. That's some real friendship right there. Like, you go out there, you crying, you ain't got your luggage. That was very kind. And I must say, Shamia, that body was crazy. That body was crazy. I wanted to start
myself immediately when she came out, and I was like, "Oh my god."
She looked phenomenal. But when the scene is closing, again, this is when I say this is the Phaedra that we want. I don't want the nasty Phaedra throwing shade in the confessionals. I don't want that. Yeah. I want the quirky Phaedra. When somebody asked her, I can't remember who asked her, they said, "Where's Kelli?" And Phaedra said, "She's somewhere getting a divorce." Because she knew she was talking to her divorce attorney. That took me out.
There were a lot of funny parts in this episode, though. There were a lot of funny, like, little
all the side commentary.
Yes. It's a lot of funny.
So we don't really got to talk about Kelli and her divorce attorney. I will say he was real serious. I think at the end of the conversation, she was like, "Was there anything else you need from me?" He said about that bill. I need you to pay that bill. That's what I need. Then we can really get the ball rolling. But the girls are getting ready for the jab, and if you're watching this, I'm sure you've watched the episode, but just to kind of give you guys just background on what that is. Essentially, Jab is a festival, and it comes from the roots of a lot of white folks viewing the Black people of Grenada, but also just Black people as a whole as devils with horns, evil, which, I always say any accusation is an admission. What you're saying about us is really what you are, but anywho. And Portia was in her granddaddy bag this episode.
Yes, she was.
She ate that up the way she described it, and she said how we take what they said about us and turn it around and use it for purpose and things of that nature. I still kind of struggle with that because it's still like we are still moving with what the white man put on us.
Yeah.
In a certain type of way. It's like, oh, you call me that? You know what? I'm going to switch this around and make it great. And it's like, well, but it's still putting what their thoughts of us. Like we have a whole festival about what the white said about us. And it's like, but I do get it. But it was just so funny because when they're getting ready and Shamia comes out, and I know she had on those Chanel boots and that Chanel cap, I didn't even need to know her luggage showed up. Didn't even need to know it when I saw them labels. I said, well, the luggage is here.
The luggage. Why did she and Phaedra ate her up? We know, darling, you are very wealthy, honey. We
Right.
know. We know. But you couldn't go get you some Chinese slippers from the market so you could have went and walked in jab jab.
You're that wealthy for Chanel to come on.
Black
She's
oil
like
and Chanel
rain
boots.
boots.
That don't got shit to do with oil.
Girl, oil and water, they don't mix. Have you never
No.
heard of it? Like, come on.
Listen, Big Mama said that. So
right.
again, I didn't understand that.
Well, it's Shamia.
She's just so corny.
She is.
Oh my God.
And then, Cynthia had on her hair condoms.
Cynthia's a fucking fool.
No, she really is.
So she had fucking wicks in her hair. I didn't know what she looked like. She was from Miami.
No, she had tights. She cut her tights up.
No, I know that. But when she actually had them 2 dreads on the side of her head, that was not coming. I didn't like
No, it reminded me of, I don't know if y'all ever like played Pokemon or watched Pokemon, but it reminded me of Mewtwo.
I'm
when
dead.
Mewtwo had like the 2 things coming out her head.
Pokemon is crazy.
But the ladies get there and the ladies basically get to the job and they're having a lot of fun. And the way that these men were all on them and Phaedra's having a good old time.
This is Phaedra's
I'm not even gonna lie. I would say like I have a list of like straight famous couples that or couples of notoriety that I would love to see their sex tape. And on that list was Phaedra and Apollo. Like I want to see it.
Nasty. Definitely.
Oh, like a room stink, but I know it's and also it used to be Tiana and Iman Shumpert. I wanted to see
of course.
That would have been a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Because he got a baby leg allegedly. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, my dad don't watch this.
Well, I'm sorry. And now I'm saying I heard John. I don't know I heard.
But yeah, and Portia was showing out. Brit looked like she was having fun. Everybody just looked like they had a great time at the jab. And then the next day, the ladies are preparing to leave. There is oil everywhere. We find out that Brit would be a phenomenal nurse at an old folks home because she can apparently she can scrub down a body, child. Got all up in Phaedra's crevices, apparently.
And again, in this scene was likable.
Yeah,
extremely likable. Because Brit also does the thing like she doesn't. I wonder. I would love to know if she had an issue being heard in her family. Because when Brit starts talking, I don't know if you noticed that if someone's cutting her off or starts talking, she like she raises her volume and gets louder and just keeps barreling through. Like I'm gonna get out what I need to say.
Yeah. Well, let's be fair.
She didn't do that.
Let's be fair. She's the baby of all girls.
No, she's the middle.
I'm sorry, baby, not the baby, the middle.
Yeah, she's the middle. Yeah, that's the middle. The middle is like that.
But the middle, you have middle child syndrome, right? And then then it's all girls too. So you're competing with the baby and you're competing with the oldest.
Right. And so then we move. Then we find out that while Kelli is on the phone with her attorney, the crystal broke, and then apparently she Googled what that meant, and basically means that something is ending, which is beautiful because she wants her divorce to end. And then we get a little cute little prequels to what's about to happen or whatever the case may be, and what they gather together, throw the crystal out, and that was the end of the episode. And so now it is time for our favorite part of the show.
Everybody just calm down.
Girl, just calm down. And yeah, for me, to be real with you, I need to go last because I have no idea. Still have no idea.
I do. So for me, it's gonna be Shamia. As the episodes go on, she just annoys me. Like her yelling, the loudness, her corny jokes, the way she acts in the confessionals. She's obnoxious. I'm kind of over it.
Okay.
That's me.
That's fair.
Hey, best friend. Best friend.
Ugh.
Where is Shy at? Where is Shy at? What's no surprising, I have 2. The first thing that needs to calm down are the tongues of the men in Grenada. I was a little disturbed, honestly, just on the length alone. That was disturbing to me. But then they just kept doing it to the other women, and the fact that they were all very thirsty about it, that bothered me. So the tongues, I would like them to calm down. And then secondary is going to be Kelly. Kelly, um, you're looking more and more like a non-genuine person. You're looking very fake. You're looking very like a not even a pick me. You're looking more like I will jump ship onto whatever aesthetic I think looks good or whatever I think is a part of a brand or looks good for me. So for that reason, I don't like that. I think you need to calm down because you'll end up being really alone and won't even have them kids.
Damn. Where the hell is the lady
How
kids
we
gonna
jumped
go?
to that?
Damn, my bad. I'm saying alone. I'm saying alone in the fact where you ain't gonna have no friends. Your daughter's gonna venture off too. They won't be bothered with you. You'll keep protruding your energy to them. That's what I mean. Not look. Now I ain't talking about the kids. I love the kids.
For me, I do. Something you just said kind of made me reevaluate something. I don't know why she thinks Shamia is like. Well, I mean, they didn't know that the show would roll out the way it's rolled out, but it almost makes me reevaluate why she did what she did with Portia in the beginning. Like maybe she has been fighting to be Shamia's bestie. The way she's so quick to throw Brit away and then going in and then throwing shade at Portia, maybe that's why. But I would say mine would be who needs to calm down.
Oh, girl. Do I bore you?
What? Do I bore you? And am I talking too much, Andy? Like, what's happening here?
Whoops.
But I would say mine would be. Would it be Portia?
Portia?
Oh yeah, mine would be Portia. Let me tell you why it's Portia. Because with that type of hat, why did you do that basic two-piece? I was gagged by that. The only reason they got that off until I realized that Portia also gave her that bathing suit. That was the bathing suit that Portia was gonna wear with the hat. I thought that was just Shamia's bathing suit because she didn't have anything, like she had just bought it. But no, that was the bathing suit that Portia was gonna wear with that hat for a photo shoot. And I was gagged by that because you should have went way further with that bathing suit instead of just a plain two-piece. So that's who I think needs to calm down. Portia's styling choice for that hat.
Fair.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Everybody Just Calm Down. Even if we do, it'll go away, sweetie.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, don't forget. Jesus, I was feeling that flow and she just ruined it. Jesus Christ. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in to Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And you know the last thing we always say, and that is peace.
Bye, guys.
I was just waiting for you to say bye because it's like become the thing for you to do. Bye, guys. That's how I know it. All right, bye. Shit.